Hi, my name's Ollie Bliss. This is my channel, Book Draw. I enjoy making images around queer fiction. Today I am exploring a painting which I saw in the Liverpool Museum of the writer James Hanley. This was painted by Gladly Vassie about 1951 to 1952, and it's part of a bigger exhibition which is called Tales from the City, which is a community curated exhibition featuring all things queer in terms of their history. So James Hanley wrote this book, Boy, and I just thought it was an interesting painting, so I'm doing it as a study, but while I am talking about it, I will be showing you other images from that exhibition and other exhibitions in and around Liverpool, because right now there is heaps going on. So you can see some of the other images down below in the corner as I go through. These were just some examples of stuff that I saw, such as this display featuring Fran and Angharad Peacock's items from their wedding, which I thought were really cute. I especially love the button bouquets, they're awesome. Also, this fella here, Joe Cotgrave, he was willing to talk about his experience being diagnosed and living with HIV, which I think was really big for someone to come forward in that way. There were heaps of other display information which I loved being able to have the chance to actually look around. This is our local history in terms of pamphlets and flyers addressing lots of different issues and affairs which were happening during that time. I also really love these zines. These zines were awesome and make me want to actually do my own zine. I haven't seen zines in ages. I also really enjoyed having the opportunity to look through our full history, and these are historic events which are particularly important to LGBT history in the UK. So having a chance to see it holistically like that was pretty awesome. This area also had the wonderful Lily Savage. You could see her outfit here, and also there was this wedding dress which was passed on by Sophie Green. You should totally check out her website. Her website is awesome. I had the luck of meeting her at the Pride Festival in Liverpool earlier in the year, so do check her out because she is great. She does these really vibrant portraits of herself, which is super colourful. This is April Ashley as well. They used to have a previous exhibition just around her, so that was pretty cool. That's David Hoyle, who is another performer. He's also going to be performing during Homotopia this year, which is an LGBT festival for queer art. He's going to be doing some talks at Tate Liverpool, and he also has a solo show called Diamond. There's also heaps of other performers at Unity Theatre, including Gateau, Chocolat, Icons, and You've Changed by Kate O'Donnell, and the Butch Monologues. I particularly like this painting, which was of the Liverpool underground toilets. This is where a lot of cottaging used to occur back in the day. I actually did a project back in my college years of looking at all the graffiti which you found on the back of toilet walls, and for me they're like hieroglyphs in terms of all the narratives of men looking for men, which I thought at the time was really quite sad, and that's because we didn't have safe spaces back in the day. So it's nice to see that things are much more open and have evolved through time, but because those spaces didn't used to exist in the same way. So it's nice to know at least that some things had changed. And the next place I'm taking you to is over in the Walker Gallery. They actually have a piece called the UK Gay Bar Directory, which was made in 2016. It ran for 6 hours and 32 minutes. The piece was by Hannah Quinlan and Rosie Hastings. I thought it was really interesting to show that 13 different cities with 170 gay bars across them all. Right now is some images by Sunil Gupta looking at Crusing in New Delhi. They photographed it in 1987 and really reflect that cruising was happening everywhere. These next series of prints you probably can't see too well, but they're lithographs by David Hockney. What's important is this one, which I'll show you in a sec. It's titled In an Old Book, which I didn't know, but I own a proof of this from working in a gallery in Amsterdam called Gallery for Beau, which doesn't actually exist anymore, which is quite sad, but it's incredible to find out that this piece was actually created in 1966. I had no idea, and I'm really pleased to have come across it in this exhibition. It was given to me as a gift for doing some marketing and installation work when I volunteered over there during my Erasmus, which lasted 6 months in Amsterdam. This is another piece by David Hockney called We Two Boys Clinging Together, which is based on the poem by Walt Whitman. I always find this one really magical and inspiring as a piece, and other books have drawn from it, such as Two Boys Kissing, and there's heaps others in terms of they make a lot of references to it. These are some more images which I also took whilst I was in the Walker Gallery. I just thought that there was heaps there to show, too many in fact, for me to show all of them, so I really encourage people to go check it out. I particularly enjoyed this piece though. This is by Gillian Waring, and it's about female representation. So these 4 women are wearing t-shirts, but one is a cross-dresser, another is a sex worker, and the other is an escort, and the last is an artist. Would you know these things about these women other than from what they're wearing in terms of the t-shirts on them? So there's the t-shirts show things like I'm shy, or I may not be brilliant but I have great breasts. These are things which are front on display on their t-shirts, but who they are as people and individuals, including their gender and their social identity, is constructed by how we look at them. So I thought that was pretty cool. Now I'm showing you some footage which was at the launch of Homotopia, and this is in one of the spaces called the Gallery, which is in Liverpool, and it had a saloon-style exhibition of loads of different crazy queer work, which I thought was really strong, and just enjoyed seeing a complete different range of artists in one space. It was just such an exciting evening to be surrounded by fellow peers who are all kind of into queer activity and art. In this space it's called the Royal Standard, and this was Notes on Queerness, and they had a smaller exhibition. It's a artist-led space, so it was interesting to see their interpretation and their interest in queer art and activism. But the night was really good fun. There was lots of drinking. This is a picture of Cheja Gorgeous, who does Cha Cha Boudoir, which is an alternative drag night based in Manchester. It's really cool. I'm now taking you back to the Liverpool Museum, and these are mind maps of people's LGBT personal histories. I was really inspired by these, and it's made me end up creating 2 more videos which I will be showing over the next couple of days, looking at my own history and some of the books that have influenced me in terms of discovering my own identity and sense of place. Then the third one is looking at the boy behind the book, so you'll see some of my own personal history. As you can see, there's heaps to see and do in Liverpool right now, so I add all the links below. I hope you've enjoyed this. Come and check them out and see for yourself. If you're far and away, please let me know if any of these things have inspired or interested you. It'd be really nice to see what is of interest to you guys by giving me a comment down below. If you like this video, also remember to give me a like and also subscribe, and you will see future content like this. Okay, until next time, I will see you again soon. Bye!